everyone, it's Holly and I am the maker here at Missouri River Soap, and today I'm going to make a wintry batch of soap called Evergreen. As many of you should know by now, that we have moved to Montana, and that is where Missouri River Soap resides now, and I just adore the pine trees, all the evergreens. There's so many different varieties. I just love them. So this soap is going to be so fun and perfect. Once this soap cures, it will be available at my online store at moriversoap.com. I anticipate reopening around the end of November to beginning of December, so follow me on Instagram and Facebook to keep up to date on the release. On Instagram, you can find me at Mo River Soap, and on Facebook, I am Missouri River Soap. So I'm going to get on my safety gear and let's get started. Let's make some soap. All right, so I'm going to try this. I will admit I'm really fighting with this camera, and I tried to do a reset following, a tutorial on YouTube, and now it's just really weird. So we'll see how this goes. We will just see. So my base oils are a mixture of olive, coconut, castor, and cocoa butter. And I am going to blend in the coconut milk first. So in it goes. I'm going to tap the bubbles out of the stick blender. I did mix up my lye solution yesterday, so I'm going to go ahead and strain it out. There's a little bit of the lye lint on the top, and it has gotten a little bit hard, so I'm just going to make sure that that gets strained out this time. And we're going to go ahead and get the lye solution blended in and attempt to come to just emulsification. I soap at room temperature, which today is apparently going to be around 64 degrees. My mini split got a little extra cold last night, so we're going to have to figure out something new. It's not new in general, but it's not very happy, so we'll have to supplement on the heat side. I'm going to go ahead and add in the fragrance oil, and this is just a beautiful, oh my goodness, beautiful blend of fir and balsam. There's a little eucalyptus and lemon. What else do we have in there? A little apple. It's just gorgeous. So in that goes. And hopefully it doesn't accelerate or anything. It's got a big old whiff of the apple. Just kind of bloomed there for a moment. Oh, so good. All right, I think we're in good shape to go ahead and split off for the colors. Going for about 1.5 liters, which, let's see if I can even see what that is on my doodad. I think right about there, but let me check. I just made a mess. Yes, right on. So I'll leave that one there, then I can measure the next one. We'll fill it up just a hint more. It's getting plenty thick already. So that could make things a little different here. So in this container, I have Savage Garden. Oh boy. We're going straight up ornery today. Well, that does change things a little bit. Not actually too bad. Now that I stir it a little bit, maybe we'll be all right. And then this one, I believe, is Alpine. Both of these greens are from Nurture Soap Supplies. And I have just pre-mixed with a little bit of my batch oils. This one's a little thicker than the last one was, so what shall we do? We shall change. I think I'm going to change my plan just a little bit. Now, I did plan on my base staying natural. I don't feel like putting straight up titanium dioxide in every batch that I make. I like natural soap colors as well. All right, I think we'll be all right if I get moving. I'm going to go ahead and put in this just remaining color just because it's getting so thick. And I'm adjusting my design plan just a little bit. So I'm going to get this in real quick. All right, I'm going to pour this in and kind of go high so that it sinks down in. That did get thick. Leave some of that for the top. And then in with this Savage Garden, kind of start down here. I am planning on doing a hanger swirl with this still. It won't be super swirled since it's so thick, but I think it'll be all right. So I have my swirling tool from Nurture Soap, and this is one of the reasons why I make my molds 18 inches long. So that is thick. So I'm going to come do a big circle, bottom to the top. Kind of helps mix that in as well. And then I'm going to come in and do more of a swirl kind of towards the middle. And then I'm going to swirl this top a little bit. So that's where the majority of this thick soap is. The remainder of this soap is still workable. I'm just gonna kind of dollop it on. It's not really going to drizzle a whole lot, but it will kind of pop and plop and drizzle, I guess. I'm gonna do the same with this lighter color. I did want it to be on the top to give a little bit more of a accent color, because the swirly part that we did with the hanger tool is a little bit more in line with the Savage Garden at this point. I'm going to just kind of blend these colors together. My goal with this soap was to be a little bit more on the it's not natural, but kind of natural in appearance. So just the greens and the natural soap color. I'm not going to put any glitter on it. I have some star glitter that would be really cool if I was going with like a Christmas theme. on this, but I'm just going with more of a winter, it's every day in Montana type of a thing. That is actually so incredibly gorgeous like that. Wow. I love how these colors have just blended together. That is, wow. That's really beautiful. Okay, so I think this soap turned out a-okay. It is thick, but it's still, you know, it still slides around a little bit. So I think it's going to turn out great. I will meet you back here for the cut. All right, so I've already been cutting this soap and it looks so good. I just love how the swirls turned out. Look at that, isn't that so pretty? It turned out so good. And it just has the nicest scent to it, just the nicest, warmest, woodsy scent. So this one really turned out great, even though it was a little bit accelerated quite a bit, but we still got a really nice design out of it. I'm really pleased. I love how the top, the color, the greens in general, I just love how the top is a mixture of like the greenish and greenish blue color. Turned out great. I'm so pleased. Each bar just turned out so pretty. I haven't seen a boring bar yet. I love that. This one has a little bit of an air pocket. It was just a little thick, so that's to be expected, really. A little spots here or there where, because it was so thick that it didn't resettle back in. Have to clean off the wires in between the cuts, otherwise all those soapy bits will be on the top of the next one. And even though I do clean them up, you know, with some cloth and stuff before I package them, I still prefer not to have that extra work. That one's that's a kind of interesting one. That's so nice. Yes, I'm very pleased with this batch. And even though it didn't go all the way down to the bottom, I just think that this design just worked out perfectly. It's so festive. It's so festive and smells just absolutely amazing. All right, I'm just going to keep on cutting, and then I'm going to be putting these soaps all lined up on a tray. They need to cure for 4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 8. 8 plus is better, but 4 to 6 for now. We're kind of pushing the season, but they do have to at least get that 4-week cure. So they're just going to be resting until they're ready to package and send them off to your homes. I hope you will pay attention to my social media for my holiday release. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.